Welcome to the website for the Commission on Dietetic Registration. In this video, we will be covering how to apply for prior approval as a new provider. This presupposes that you have never submitted for prior approval with the Commission on Dietetic Registration before, or at least have not done so in the previous 5 years. We'll start by clicking Forms and Pubs in the top menu bar and then selecting Of Interest to CPE Activity Providers and Sponsors. From this list, we'll select the second option, Prior Approval CPE Guidelines in the Online CPE Database. On this page, we'll see the steps for the process to submit for a prior approval. Under Step 2, we'll see the second option states if your organization has never submitted for prior approval requests, click here. What we see now is the registration information page. We'll go ahead and type in the name of our provider organization as well as the contact information for that organization. This page is not intended to be for individuals, but for the company or organization which is offering the continuing education. Once we are logged in, we'll have the ability to specify individual contacts who will receive communications about the program. We'll also select a password at this time. This screen is letting us know that we'll have to agree to the terms of the CDR website. Now we'll be able to specify the information for the program contact. This person is the individual who is either making the application or who will receive communication from CDR that the program has been approved. We'll put in the contact name as that is required, as well as an email and a phone number. From here we can click Save Contact to continue to our profile. At this point in time, we can see the contact that we have registered. If we click Provider Information at the bottom of the page, we can see the username that we'll use to log into the website from now on. Under the Activities tab, we'll see a grouping of where our activities will appear once they have been approved. At this point in time, to make a submission for a prior approval, we'll click the New Activity link found here in the upper right. On this page, every item that has an asterisk is something you need to complete, so we'll start by selecting an activity type. If you're not currently familiar with activity types, you can read about them on the CDR website. The second thing we'll need to select is a contact, so we'll select from this drop-down the contact we set up previously. Next, we'll need to have a title for the activity. The next question asks if we'll have exhibits and posters. For this current program example, we are going to say no, and then we'll input the number of hours approved. Next, we'll select a level. These levels correspond to the level of knowledge an individual should have prior to attending the program. Level 1 assumes no knowledge, Level 2 assumes general knowledge, and Level 3 assumes thorough knowledge. Below, you can enter a description of your program, which will help it to be located in the CPE database more easily. Next, we'll need to upload documentation for the program. You can either put one file or multiple files. We'll start by clicking Choose File, browsing to the location of our specific documentation, and then we'll need to title that. Next, we'll select a learning need code. We can either type in the name of the code or click View List to access a listing of all of the learning need codes. Once we locate the one we're looking for, you can click the Add on the right-hand side. We'll need to specify a date for the program. It must have an end date. And then we'll input the location. Once all the information is complete, we'll click Save Activity.
Now we can see that the status is listed as pending. We'll also have an activity number, and if we need to, we can download a sample CPE certificate. This CPE certificate is optimized for the web so that we can type directly into it, including the activity title and activity number, as well as date completed and the number of CPEUs awarded. In order to print, we'll simply right-click and select Print, and then follow the on-screen print instructions from there. You can click the Contacts page if you need to add or modify any existing contact. Finally, should you wish to change the password, you can do that under the Provider Info tab. At the bottom of that screen, under Login Information, you'll simply click Change Password. Thank you very much for watching this video, and if you have any further questions, please do not hesitate to contact CDR. Have a great day.